My beloved child, something is shifting around you in silence, and you were never meant to ignore it. There is a feeling you cannot explain anymore. A strange calm before an emotional storm. Moments where your heart suddenly becomes heavy for no reason, then light again as if someone, somewhere, is thinking about you at the exact same time. Don't skip this. Stay till the end, because what is about to unfold may explain why your soul has felt restless for so long. Your sacred love is not a fantasy. It is not noise. It is not another temporary connection passing through your life like a shadow. This is different. Deep down, you already know it. Someone is slowly moving closer to your world. Not by accident. Not by pressure. But by timing. And the strange part is, they have felt your presence too. Recently, you may have noticed unusual signs. Repeating thoughts. Unexpected memories. Songs that suddenly feel personal. Nights where your heart feels emotional without understanding why. These moments are not here to confuse you. They are preparing you emotionally for a connection that will feel familiar the moment it arrives. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate is not coming to complete you. They are coming to recognize you. To see the parts of you that nobody noticed. The quiet sacrifices. The hidden loneliness. The strength you carried while pretending everything was fine. And when this person enters your life, it will not feel rushed. It will feel remembered. As if your spirit whispers. Finally. But listen carefully. Before this connection fully appears, one final emotional chapter is closing around you. Certain people may begin fading away naturally. Certain habits may no longer feel right. Even your energy is changing because your heart is making space for something real. This is why you must not lose hope now. Because the love approaching you is not built on games or confusion. It carries peace. Understanding. Presence. A rare kind of emotional safety that changes the way you see yourself. And the most surprising part? This person may already be closer than you think. Stay with this story, because the next part reveals the moment your paths begin to cross in a way neither of you will be able to ignore. Listen closely, because the next few moments may touch something deep inside you that you have tried to silence for far too long. There is a reason your heart has been pulling you toward change lately. Your soulmate is approaching during a season when you almost stopped expecting anything meaningful to happen. After all the waiting, all the emotional lessons, all the moments where you questioned whether real love could still find you, the universe began moving pieces quietly behind the scenes. And now the distance between you and this sacred connection is becoming smaller. Don't skip this part, because something important is being revealed. The person coming toward you carries an energy your soul has searched for before. Not perfection. Not fantasy. But sincerity. Their presence will feel calm in a world that exhausted you. While others made you question your worth, this connection will make you feel seen without needing to explain yourself. That is why this love will feel different immediately. There will be a moment, a very specific moment, when your eyes meet or your words first connect, and time will seem strangely slower. You will try to act normal. They will too. But beneath the surface, both hearts will recognize something impossible to describe. A quiet familiarity. As if two stories separated long ago are finally finding the same page again. Something huge is waiting for you. Right now, this person may also be going through emotional preparation. They are learning lessons. Releasing old disappointments. becoming the version of themselves capable of protecting the connection instead of damaging it. And without realizing it, both of you are moving toward the same emotional doorway. But here is the part nobody expects. Before this sacred love fully enters your life, there may be one final test of patience. A moment where it feels delayed. A brief silence. A situation that makes you wonder if you imagined everything. You did not. The delay is not rejection. It is alignment. Because when this connection finally unfolds, it cannot arrive halfway. It must enter your life at the exact moment both hearts are truly ready to receive it. Stay till the end, because the next part reveals the unexpected sign that appears shortly before your soulmate finally reaches you. Pay attention to what happens around you after tonight, because the sign you have been waiting for may arrive when you least expect it. Not loudly. Not dramatically. But softly, in a way only your heart will understand. Your soulmate's energy is getting closer now, and your spirit has already started responding before your mind can fully catch up. That unexplained emotion you feel sometimes? That sudden pause in the middle of your day? Those moments where you stare into space feeling like something important is about to happen? They are not meaningless. They are signals that your life is beginning to shift. Don't skip this part, because this next revelation may stay with you long after this moment ends. Very soon, you will notice a strange sense of emotional clarity. People who once confused you will become easier to walk away from. Situations that drained you will suddenly lose their hold over your peace. It will feel as though your soul is quietly choosing what can continue with you, and what cannot enter the next chapter. Because sacred love cannot grow in chaos forever. It arrives when your heart finally understands its own value. And here is what makes this connection unforgettable. Your soulmate is not coming to impress you with perfection. They are coming with honesty. With warmth. With the kind of presence that makes silence feel comfortable instead of awkward. Around them, you will not feel pressure to perform or pretend. For the first time in a long time, you will feel emotionally safe. Something huge is waiting for you. There will also be a moment that feels almost cinematic. A place, a conversation, a coincidence that does not feel accidental at all. You may try to brush it off at first. But deep inside, your intuition will whisper that this encounter carries meaning far beyond the surface. And once that feeling arrives, everything begins changing faster. The connection grows unexpectedly. Thoughts of them become stronger. Their words stay in your mind longer than they should. Even ordinary moments begin carrying unusual emotion because your heart realizes this person is not temporary. But listen carefully now. Your soulmate may enter your life quietly at first. No grand announcement. No impossible fantasy. Just a calm presence that slowly becomes impossible to ignore. And in the next part, the hidden truth about why this person had to arrive later than expected will finally be revealed. There is something you were never told about divine timing, and once you understand it, every delay in your life will suddenly make sense. Your soulmate did not arrive earlier because your story was still being written. The heartbreaks, the waiting, the moments where you felt overlooked or emotionally exhausted, none of it was meaningless. Every chapter shaped your heart into someone capable of recognizing real love when it finally appeared. And the same was happening to them. Somewhere, without even knowing your name yet, they were also learning difficult lessons. Learning how to value loyalty. Learning how to communicate honestly. Learning how to stop chasing temporary attention and start searching for something deeper. That is why this connection feels sacred. Both of you were being prepared separately, so you could meet differently. Don't skip this moment, because the next truth may change the way you see your entire journey. You may have thought love forgot about you. But love was protecting you from connections that looked beautiful on the surface while carrying confusion underneath. If certain doors closed, it was because your future could not grow there. If certain people disappeared, it was because they were never meant to walk beside you into this next season. Something huge is waiting for you. And now, your energy is changing in ways you may not fully notice yet. You are becoming softer without becoming weak. Wiser without becoming cold. Hopeful again, even after everything. That quiet transformation is important because your soulmate is not just entering your life to create romance. They are arriving to awaken parts of you that have been asleep for too long. The laughter you lost. The excitement you buried. The peace you stopped expecting. All of it begins returning. But here is the surprising part. When this person finally opens their heart to you, it may happen in the simplest moment imaginable. Not during perfection. Not during a flawless scene. But during a real, human conversation where both souls finally stop hiding. And in that instant, something inside you will whisper. This is the connection I was waiting for. Stay till the end, because the next part reveals the emotional sign that confirms your soulmate is no longer far away. A quiet change is about to enter your life, and the moment it begins, you will feel it before you can explain it. Your soulmate is no longer just a distant possibility. They are becoming part of your reality. That is why your emotions have been unusually intense lately. One moment you feel deeply reflective, the next, strangely hopeful. It is as if your heart already senses that someone important is moving closer to your path. And this next sign is impossible to ignore. You will begin feeling pulled toward new places, new routines, or unexpected decisions that seem small at first. A delayed plan. A random conversation. An invitation you almost refused. These ordinary moments may quietly guide you toward the encounter that changes everything. Don't skip this part, because your story is entering a powerful turning point. Your soulmate will not arrive carrying empty promises. They will arrive carrying intention. The kind of attention that feels rare now. They will remember little things about you. They will notice your silence. They will care about how you feel even when you pretend you are fine. And slowly, your guarded heart will begin opening again. Not because you forced it, but because you finally feel safe enough to. Something huge is waiting for you. There is also a reason this connection feels so emotionally strong before it even fully begins. Your souls are aligning through shared experiences, shared lessons, and shared longing. Both of you have spent nights wondering if genuine love still exists in this world. Soon, neither of you will have to wonder anymore. But listen carefully now. Before your soulmate fully reveals their feelings, there may be one moment of uncertainty. A brief pause where neither of you says everything you truly feel. Fear may try to interfere. Old memories may create hesitation. Yet the connection will continue pulling both hearts back together. Because real love does not disappear after one moment of doubt. It becomes clearer. And when the truth finally comes to the surface, the emotional intensity of that moment will stay with you forever. The next part reveals the exact energy shift that happens right before your soulmate finally confesses what they have been feeling all along. Something is about to become undeniable, and when it happens, your heart will remember this moment forever. The energy between you and your soulmate is growing stronger now. What once felt distant is beginning to feel real. You may notice yourself thinking about the future differently. Smiling unexpectedly. Feeling emotional over simple things that never affected you before. That is not random. Your spirit is preparing for a connection that will touch your life deeply. Don't skip this part, because the next phase of your journey carries a powerful emotional shift. Very soon, communication between you and this person will begin changing. Conversations will feel more meaningful. Silences will feel more intimate. Even the smallest interactions will carry hidden emotion underneath them. And one day, without warning, there will be a pause between you both that says more than words ever could. A look. A sentence. A moment of honesty. That is when everything changes. Your soulmate has been trying to protect their feelings for longer than you realize. They may have questioned the timing. They may have feared opening their heart too quickly. But the connection has become too strong to ignore anymore. Something huge is waiting for you. The confession will not feel artificial or dramatic. It will feel sincere. Emotional. Real. The kind of moment where both hearts finally stop pretending the bond is casual when it has clearly become something much deeper. And when they finally reveal what they feel, you will understand why every delay happened the way it did. Because this connection needed maturity. Patience. Healing. Truth. Without those things, the love would not have survived. But now? Now it carries the potential to become something unforgettable. Still, there is one final emotional wall standing between you and the life you have been waiting for. A final fear that must be released before this sacred love can fully bloom. And in the next part, the hidden reason your soulmate could never truly walk away from you will finally be revealed. There is a reason they keep returning to your thoughts, even during the quietest moments of your day. Your soulmate tried to understand this connection logically at first. They tried to treat it like any other passing emotion. But no matter how much time moved forward, something about you remained impossible for them to forget. Because some connections do not fade when they are real. They deepen. Don't skip this part, because what is happening beneath the surface is more powerful than you realize. Your presence awakened something inside this person that had been asleep for a long time. Around you, they began feeling emotions they could not easily hide. Hope. Peace. Vulnerability. The desire to be understood instead of admired. And that scared them for a moment. Not because your love was wrong. But because it felt important. Something huge is waiting for you. There may have been periods where communication slowed, where confusion appeared, or where distance created uncertainty. But even during silence, the emotional connection never truly disappeared. Your energy remained with them in unexpected ways. A memory they replayed late at night. A phrase they could not forget. A feeling they carried into every room afterward. And now they are beginning to realize something undeniable. Life no longer feels the same without you in it. That realization changes everything. Because once someone recognizes the value of a rare connection, their heart stops searching for distractions. They stop running from emotion. They begin moving toward what feels genuine. Toward you. But listen carefully now. The next step between you both will arrive unexpectedly. A conversation you did not plan. A message at the perfect time. A moment where honesty suddenly becomes impossible to avoid. And when that moment arrives, the emotional walls between you will begin falling faster than either of you expected. Stay with this story, because the next part reveals the life-changing decision your soulmate is preparing to make about your future together. A decision is being formed in silence right now, and it carries the power to change both of your lives forever. Your soulmate is no longer questioning what they feel. They have reached the point where imagining a future without you feels heavier than the fear of finally opening their heart completely. And that realization has been transforming them from the inside out. Don't skip this part, because the next chapter of your story is closer than ever. This person has been watching the way you carry yourself through difficult moments. The way you continue loving gently in a world that often rewards distance. The way your heart still holds warmth even after disappointment tried to harden it. And slowly, they began understanding something rare. You are not just another connection. You are the peace they were searching for. Something huge is waiting for you. Very soon, your soulmate will begin making choices that quietly bring your paths together more intentionally. They will stop hesitating so much. Stop hiding behind uncertainty. Stop pretending the connection is smaller than it truly is. Because the truth has become impossible for them to escape. Their soul feels drawn toward yours in a way that keeps growing stronger. And when they finally speak openly about the future, their words will carry unusual sincerity. Not empty excitement. Not temporary emotion. But genuine intention. For the first time in a long time, someone will look at you and see permanence instead of convenience. That moment will touch your heart deeply. But here is the surprising part. The closer this sacred love becomes, the more your intuition will awaken. You will begin sensing things before they happen. Feeling emotional shifts before words are spoken. It will almost feel like your spirit already knows what is coming next. Because deep inside, you do. And in the next part, the final truth about why this connection was destined to enter your life at exactly this moment will finally be revealed. The truth is finally becoming clear now, and once you hear it, you will never look at your journey the same way again. Your soulmate was never meant to arrive during the version of you that was still doubting your worth. They were meant to meet the version of you that survived. The version that kept loving after disappointment. The version that learned how to protect its peace without losing its softness. That is why this connection is appearing now. Not too early. Not too late. Exactly when your heart became ready to receive something real. Don't skip this moment, because the final revelation carries the deepest meaning of all. Every experience you thought broke you was quietly preparing you to recognize authentic love when it finally stood in front of you. The loneliness taught you reflection. The waiting taught you patience. The emotional confusion taught you discernment. And now, your soul no longer craves temporary attention. It craves truth. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate feels this shift too. They are beginning to understand that meeting you was not ordinary timing. It changed the way they think. The way they love. The way they imagine their future. For both of you, this connection became a mirror. A reminder that genuine love still exists in a world filled with distractions. And very soon, there will be a moment that feels almost unforgettable in its simplicity. No perfect script. No impossible fantasy. Just two hearts finally standing in honesty without fear, without masks, without pretending to be less affected than they truly are. That moment will feel calm. But it will change everything. Because once this sacred love fully enters your life, you will begin noticing something beautiful happening inside yourself. The anxiety of chasing love disappears. The fear of not being enough fades. And in its place comes emotional peace, the kind you once wondered if you would ever experience. But stay with this story until the very end. Because the final part reveals the powerful message your soulmate has wanted to say to you long before the two of you finally found each other. And now, the moment your heart has been slowly moving toward is finally here. Your soulmate has carried unspoken feelings for longer than you know. Feelings that grew quietly every time your presence brought them peace. Every time your words stayed in their mind after conversations ended. Every time life became overwhelming, yet the thought of you somehow made it feel lighter again. This connection changed them. And soon, they will stop hiding that truth. Don't leave now, because this final message may reach deeper into your heart than you expect. If they could sit in front of you at this exact moment, without fear, without hesitation, this is what their soul would want you to hear. I searched for comfort in many places, but nothing felt the way your presence feels. With you, I do not feel the need to pretend. I do not feel pressure to become someone else. You brought calm into parts of me that had been restless for years. You appeared in my life quietly, but somehow changed everything. There is something about you that feels familiar to my spirit. As if my heart recognized yours long before my mind understood what was happening. And no matter how much I tried to ignore these feelings at first, they kept returning stronger, clearer, deeper. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate is coming not to rescue you, but to walk beside you. To build memories with you. To create laughter after long seasons of emotional heaviness. To remind you that love can feel peaceful and exciting at the same time. This sacred connection was never about perfection. It was about timing. Growth. Recognition. And two hearts finally meeting after life prepared them separately. So when this person finally enters your life completely, do not be afraid of how deeply you feel it. Some connections are rare for a reason. And this one was always meant to find you. The waiting is ending. The distance is closing. And the love your heart quietly hoped for all this time, is finally on its way.